What is up, guys? It is Mason from PulseWave, and today I want to talk to you about PulseWave Indicator. I want to let you know what's going on in the markets and really show you how you could navigate the markets much better by using PulseWave. Right now, we're looking at Bitcoin, but let's jump into some TradFi. Let's look at SPX. We're looking at the 4-hour. We could see we're at a resistance level. We're also at a support level. This is a previous support that could easily flip and allow us to kind of rocket back up to this next resistance, right? We're at this key area of interest right here. We could go up here. We could possibly come back down here, test it, go up, right? And with PulseWave, if you've seen my videos before, you know that we are looking to buy in these green areas. This is typically where we are looking to buy. These are the buy areas. These are the sell areas, right? Support and resistance. It is a very simple indicator. A lot of people overcomplicate trading, but we don't like to do that here. We like to keep it simple, like to keep it clean, right? And that's what we're really doing. We're looking at these levels because we are looking for clean entries, clean exits. We're not trying to come in here on the 5-minute and look for these crazy tight scalps and stuff, even though you can do that with PulseWave. It does work, right? You could look for this for an entry. This would probably be a good entry and set some invalidation down here. This might be too big of a swing for you though. Really depends, right? And even this might be a really good entry because if you're looking at the RSI and stuff, starting to bottom out a little bit here on the 5-minute, could zoom out to the 10-minute, and all we're trying to do is really look for confluence at these different levels. And if you don't know what that means, it means we're looking for lines that are pretty much the same, right? We're looking for lines that line up on different time frames, right? And if we see that, then we know it is a strong level, right? And we know it's a strong level as well. Let me zoom out here. If it's thicker. So this is just a good example. A thicker level means it's much, much stronger. You could configure all this stuff in the settings, but I have default settings set up for you that are pretty good. We could add a lot of other confirmations as well. You could see here, I'm going to turn on all these other confirmations. And now we have all these other things on the chart where it shows RSI divergence, shows volume spikes, shows engulfing patterns, show doji, show MACD crosses, show EMA crosses, and you could customize the RSI, the moving average, the MACD, the EMA, all that stuff in here. You could customize it. You could customize the colors of everything, and it's very customizable, but the default settings work really, really well, especially if you like doing trades on slightly higher time frames, which is what I like to do because I want more conviction, guys. I don't want to be trading on the 5-10 minute time frame. It is very hard to be successful in those time frames unless you really know what you're doing with scalping. And I really have set this indicator up so you don't even need any of these confirmations. You really focus more on these levels, right? These are historic levels that will usually have some sort of reaction. And you can even see here, this was a dip from the whole Trump Elon tweet fiasco the other day, or I guess it's not Twitter anymore, it's X, the whole posting fiasco. But yet Elon calling Trump out on Twitter. This is when the dump happened, just a bunch of crazy stuff. It went down to this previous level, right? And this level was already there before. So it's like you could have been looking for this level the whole time. This could have been a red level, and this could have been a buy level, and this red level could have been your invalidation, right? You could have entered right here, set it up like this, right? Stops, and then set it up for all-time highs if you really want to. You could have exited by now. You could have put it up here, up to this red line as well. This red line is still a great risk to reward, 1.66, not too bad. If you want to pull it up here a little bit more, you can make it better, right? But we're really looking to just buy on the green lines and sell on the red lines, right? And it's like you could short, long, whatever you do. If you're buying spot, this works for you as well. It all will adapt to your trading style. This works for any market. It's not just specific for crypto. It's not specific for stocks. Works for everything. Oh, drawing a crazy line. Works for everything though. You could see here that there's a super strong line, super strong resistance here on NQ. This is on the 4-hour. And you can see on the 12-hour, we have a couple other ones up here as well. So it's like we're coming to very strong resistances, obviously. I mean, no crap, right? We're at all-time high. It's like basically there, had this crazy V-shaped recovery and no pullback at all, right? So it's like if you're looking to enter, it's like you could be looking on the 4-hour, the 12-hour. I'd be looking at some of these green lines on the higher time frames for potential places to actually deploy some capital, right? Especially if you're trying to enter in for a trade. You could do it here. You could look for confluence, and then it's like this could be a good place to get your first entry. Then you go to the daily. This could be a good place to DCA, right? And then you cut it down here possibly. So you're really looking for confluence on different time frames just to see what everything looks like, right? And it's like, yeah, you might want to move this down. For me, for a trade, if I was going to enter this, oh, that is a fib, not a, there we go. I'd probably enter something kind of like this, and like you could try to shoot for all-time highs or be a moon boy, whatever you want to do here. But it's like I'd probably do something like this, like crazy tight, super, super tight. But it's like I'd probably DCA, like I'd enter here originally, and I'd probably DCA somewhere like around here, right? The average would be here. And then we look for the exit. I'd probably DCA it a bit too, maybe, or maybe just really put it below this. Yeah, I'd put it down here, honestly, below this little gap. I think this could work. But at the same time, that might not make the best trade either. Maybe you'd want to take the short. You could even flip it, right? You could short up here, take it all the way down, long, boom, right? And this is really what you're looking for. You're looking for these levels to just give you ideas for trades. And that's how I use it. I've been very successful with it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mason. I'm the founder of PulseWave Labs, and I love trading. I trade a lot of crypto on the side. I make at least 10 to 20K a month just trading crypto, along with a couple other businesses. But that's really what I like doing. I just trade that on the side and I like it. I just look for key support and resistance levels and I just trade those levels, right? Right now we're at a really key level on the daily. On the 12-hour, we're kind of in like a little no man's zone. On the 4-hour, you could see here, same thing. On the 1-hour, we're kind of above a bunch of levels, right? And that's really what we're looking at. We're just trying to find confluence between different time frames and understand what is happening with the price action. Where are these levels? Where is it going to react? And 9 out of 10 times, it is going to react at these levels. No matter what time frame it is, you will see some sort of reaction at these levels because these are strong historic support and resistance levels. And the thicker the level is, the stronger it is, right? You could see here we have max age for new bars, max age for strong bars. Then we have minimum touches for strong level. So this tells us how many touches a strong level actually is. So if a level's been touched 5 times and it is weighted more on the swing, so it's actually 10 times, then it is a strong level, and the strong levels are thicker than other levels. They're pretty easy to notice. You'll see that these lines are slightly thicker, right? Just slightly thicker lines are stronger levels. There's really no new thin ones that I've printed here yet. So all these levels you're seeing here are decently strong. And really, what we're trying to do is just identify those areas where we could enter or exit. Here again, I'd be looking for some sort of trade right here, and then boom, right? Or maybe right here, or possibly here, right? And these are all different areas I could look to enter a trade, and I could set up invalidations that are actually good invalidations. It's not just random stuff. It's like, okay, let's set it up right here. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. If we get a retest right here, let's do a 2.21 risk to reward, right? Very simple, very straightforward, right? We're trying to enter on the green, putting stops below this right here, and there we go. And what people seem to get confused with, they're like, a support is like a support and resistance is resistance. It's like, no, support can flip resistance, right? Like that can happen very easily, especially when we're at all-time highs up here. This is eventually going to come and it's going to flip and become a support, right? Or resistance can flip support, excuse me, from what I said earlier, but this is easily going to become a support at some point, right? And then it's going to keep on going, hopefully we get some sort of pullback, right? But you never know. And usually that is what happens, especially when you're in a trending market setting new all-time highs. We go back over to the NQ. This is eventually going to flip and become a support, right? Right now it's a resistance, but this will flip at some point. It'll come up, it'll flip, it'll test, it might retest, and boom, right? And this is going to become a support. Obviously, it's not going to look like that. It'll probably be a bit more like this, right? Come up, like test a bunch, like boom, 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 something like that maybe. But that's really what we're looking for on higher time frames. We're looking for these to flip and just give us more confidence when we're entering trades. That is all we're looking to do, guys. We are looking to have more confidence when we're entering trades, and this is what it helps you do. It helps you look for those key areas where you want to enter, where you want to exit, right? Here for Solana, it's like up here would be a pretty good place to short, most likely. This is a pretty strong level. If it flips this, it's probably going to go up, and this would be another, at this point, it would be more of a resistance, but this isn't really a historic resistance. This would probably flip, and this would kind of be like a ranging testing area if we do flip this, right? I'd have to flip this, and it'll probably come up here, test, boom, and then do something like that maybe, right? But yeah, this is really what PulseWave is. It's very simple, guys. Shameless plug. Obviously, I'm trying to shill PulseWave here, and just it costs money. It's not free, but I've put a good amount of time into it. I'm really just making these videos every now and then to help other people out. The feedback has been really, really, really good. Check out all the feedback from the WAP page. It's on our WAP group. It's on the website. We have amazing testimonials. All those testimonials you'll see are real testimonials by real people. They're not just fake freaking testimonials people put on their websites. They're real testimonials. Everybody who has tried it out, from my knowledge, has had amazing, amazing feedback and a great experience. I haven't heard of anybody having an issue so far. If you do have one, please reach out. Our support is very, very active. I'm the one who's doing the support, so I'm pretty active. Usually at my desk most of the day, either working on PulseWave, working on something, crypto, trading, whatever it is. I'm here trying to make money, and yeah, that's really what I like doing at the end of the day, just doing stuff online to generate income and help other people generate income, honestly. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and hopefully you could make some money with PulseWave. Take it easy.